In a world where fandoms collide, where epic stories shape our lives, and where passion for all things geeky connects us across time and space, welcome to the Geek Unified Theory. Hosted by the one and only Jeffrey Harlan, your guide through the worlds of heroes, villains, and everything in between. Grab your controller, pick up your favorite graphic novel, and settle in for the ride. It's time for the Geek Unified Theory. Hey geeks, welcome to Geek Unified Theory Episode 5. I'm your host, Jeffrey Harlan. Sorry about the long hiatus between this and the last episode. Unfortunately, there was a death in the family. My sister passed away, and then things just kind of snowballed from there, and I didn't have time to record for quite some time. But I'm back and ready to go. So in this episode, we'll take a deep dive into the cultural, historical, and geek significance of the Alien franchise to celebrate Alien Day on 4/26. So first we're going to talk about the origins of the Alien franchise. It was created by Dan O'Bannon and H.R. Giger. Dan O'Bannon, who was born in 1946 and passed away in 2009, was a visionary screenwriter, director, and special effects pioneer. He was best known for penning the screenplay to Alien. He was a graduate of USC's film school and classmate of John Carpenter. He first gained attention with the cult classic Dark Star in 1974, which he co-wrote and he starred in. His fusion of sci-fi and horror laid the groundwork for a new kind of cinematic storytelling, gritty, cerebral, and terrifying. Drawing inspiration from Lovecraft, body horror, and Cold War paranoia, he brought a distinctly human vulnerability to high-concept sci-fi. Beyond Alien, his credits included The Return of the Living Dead, which he also directed, Total Recall, and Life Force. O'Bannon's legacy lives on in the DNA of modern science fiction and horror. Creatures may live in space, but the influence is everywhere. H.R. Giger, who was born in 1940 and passed away in 2014, was a Swiss surrealist artist and a visionary whose nightmarish imagination reshaped science fiction forever. He was trained in architecture and industrial design, and he fused biology and machinery into eerie, sensual forms, a style that he called biomechanical. His work caught the eye of O'Bannon, leading to Giger's creation of the iconic Xenomorph for the Alien film. The design earned him an Academy Award for Best Visual Effects and solidified his place in genre history. His art is haunting, provocative, and unmistakable. It's fleshy but cold, erotic yet grotesque. His influence permeates everything from video games to fashion, tattoo culture, and industrial music. Simply put, if you've ever feared what's lurking in the shadows of a spaceship, you're probably afraid of something that he created. Alien redefined both the horror and the sci-fi genres. It brought them together and did something unique that hadn't really been done before. It also brought us Ellen Ripley. She is one of geek culture's greatest heroines. Ripley was a no-nonsense, take-charge character. One of the things that I find rather amusing is a meme that was said, the Alien film was 2 hours of everyone ignoring the woman with the cat and then dying. She was one of the senior officers on the Nostromo. And when the captain and the others left the ship, she was the one in charge. She was the one that was following the rules and said, no, you guys are not coming back on. And it was Ash that ignored her and let everyone on. Because as we later found out, he was an android and that was something he had been ordered to do by the company. Repeatedly throughout the film, she says, let's do this or don't do that. And when she was ignored, bad stuff happened. The sequel, Aliens, added further depth to her character. It explored her post-traumatic stress, the nightmares that she was having, and everything else that went on after she returned. And it gave her the opportunity to take on the alien threat with military force. Ellen Ripley is a fantastic character, and I think that the franchise would likely not have been nearly as successful without her. The franchise continued afterward, following the success of the 1979 film, with Aliens in 1986. James Cameron came in and created an action-packed sequel with a military sci-fi pivot. The first film was very much a horror movie set in space. The second film was a war movie. Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection followed. They had mixed perceptions, but they were notable for the world building that they brought to the franchise. Later on, we have the prequels, Prometheus, Alien Covenant. These brought in some more philosophy, the creation myths, and no small amount of controversy. The franchise has become embedded in geek culture. We've got merchandise, comics, novels, video games. The design of the Xenomorph just is iconic. You will not mistake it for anything else in science fiction. It's also had a number of crossovers, Alien vs. Predator being the most notable. Recently, they've also started showing up in the Marvel comics after Disney acquired Fox and the rights to the franchise. Back in the 90s, there was even a crossover with Superman. He was traveling through space and encountered a group of these aliens on a little asteroid, planetoid, orbiting a red sun, which means that his powers were fading, placing him in greater and greater danger as time went on. By the climax of the story, he actually got hit with the facehugger. Fortunately, his powers were not completely gone, and he was able to control his muscles and force the alien out of his body before it was able to grow to maturity. It's also been parodied many, many times, Family Guy, but especially at the end of Spaceballs. The cast of Alien reunited to show up in a diner where John Hurt's character once again had an alien burst out of his chest. Right before he died, he says, "Oh no, not again." Then the alien puts on a top hat, grabs a cane, and does a song and dance off screen. Ripley became a feminist icon, and the evolution of strong female leads in geek media owes a huge debt to her character, as well as Sarah Connor. Terminator film came out just 5 years later. So why do we fear the Xenomorph? There's a lot of different interpretations, some psychoanalysis involved in this, symbolic interpretations of why, relating to its themes of birth, death, the other. Also, the visceral feeling you get when you look at Giger's biomechanical horrors. It fuses the organic on the artificial, and it looks very strange and produces just a gut reaction. The Xenomorph is also the ultimate predator. It taps into primal fears. So, what are some of your favorite quotes, or memories, or cosplay, or anything like that from the Alien franchise? We're looking at going on 45 years now that we've had the Alien films. There's a lot out there now. Is it from something from one of the movies? Something from one of the comics, the novels, audio adventures, the games? What does the franchise mean to you? And how do you celebrate Alien Day? Drop me a line. I would love to hear. This week in Geek. For the week of April 26th through May 4th. April 26th, obviously, is Alien Day. Today also marks the birth of Channing Tatum in 1980. He starred in the films Jupiter Ascending, he played Duke in G.I. Joe, and he voiced Superman in the Lego Batman movie. April 27th is the birthday of Lizzo. 1988, this famous musician made a guest appearance on The Mandalorian recently. April 28th is National Superhero Day. This is a day where we celebrate heroes, both real and fictional. Who's your favorite superhero? I'm partial to Superman and Batman for different reasons. They've always held a special place in my heart. I even got a tattoo of the Batman-Superman logo from the comic back in the early 2000s, long before the film came out. April 28th is also Jessica Alba's birthday. She was born in 1981. She's known for starring in Dark Angel, as well as playing Sue Storm in the Fantastic Four film in 2005, as well as its sequel, Rise of the Silver Surfer. April 28th is also Penelope Cruz's birthday. She was born in 1974, and she appeared in Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. April 29th saw the birth of Uma Thurman in 1970. She played Poison Ivy in Batman and Robin, as well as the bride in Kill Bill. May 1st is Traveler Day. It's an unofficial fan celebration for the classic science fiction tabletop role-playing game, Traveler. It's celebrated on May 1st because May 1st is May Day, and the franchise is known for the Mayday, Mayday. This is Free Trader Beowulf at the top of the book. May 1st is also John Woo's birthday. He was born in 1946. He is the director of Face Off, as well as Mission Impossible 2. May 2nd is World Password Day. It's an important day to keep in mind your password managers. You should be using one if you are not already. I highly recommend it. There are several services out there. Some are free, some are paid. Just investigate which one is best for your situation, as well as looking at the features. How secure is it? Also keep in mind two-factor authorization, 2FA. This is very important as well because it makes it harder for someone to hack into your accounts. They might be able to find your password, but then you're going to get a notification to confirm that login. And unless you're the ones logging in, they're not going to be able to get in without that authorization. May 2nd is also Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock's birthday. He was born in 1972. Starred in Black Adam, as well as playing Maui in the Moana films. May 3rd is Free Comic Book Day. This is held annually on the first Saturday of May. Comic book shops around the country in the US will have a selection of free comic books available. This is to help draw in new readers, people that might not have stopped into a comic shop before. It's also a nice little promotional event for the comic companies that put out these free sampler comics. May 4th is Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. May 4th is also Will Arnett's birthday. He was born in 1970 and is known for playing Batman in the Lego Batman movie. Thanks for listening. Join us next time when we discuss the life and legacy of George Lucas. Be sure to like and subscribe, and visit us at our website, geekunifiedtheory.com, and on social media on Blue Sky at geekunifiedtheory.com, and Mastodon at geekunifiedtheory at mstdn.plus. Recorded and mastered by Jeffrey Harlan. Music by Ovani Sound and Hyperreal Records. Used under license. Geek Unified Theory is a production of Confluent Press Audio.